Hello everyone. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce you to Jessica Pastore. She is the newest member of the PLANTSTRONG team. She is VP of Product Strategy and Development, and she is incredible. Jess.
Thanks, Rip. Thank you so much. Yes, folks, I met Rip at Whole Foods. Was actually working there before joining the PLANTSTRONG team, and feel so fortunate that I now get to create products and recipes for this incredible community. And I have here with me today my boyfriend, Evan, who is a research scientist, but also a nutrition nerd. And so we've really connected over vegan cooking. And since I've been working with PLANTSTRONG, Evan's had the opportunity to be my assistant taste tester. And Evan has a very commanding palate. It has to taste good or he's not gonna eat it. So what we're making for you guys today is one of our absolute favorite dishes.
Yes.
We make it for every holiday. We made it for your birthday party one year, right? We're making it for our house sitter when we're going out of town. This is our favorite recipe. And what we love about it is, one, it's simple, really easy. Two, it's delicious. And three, it's incredibly healthy. So you're getting beans, you're getting grains, whole grains, you're getting spices. It's absolutely phenomenal and really flexible. So it's hard to mess up. You just really take whatever beans you have in the cupboard, whatever grains you have in the pantry, whatever vegetables you have in the fridge, dice them up, throw it in with some spices, bring it to a boil, and stir it every once in a while. So we're gonna talk you through that today. So what we're making today is a kitchari, and it's essentially an Indian lentil stew. So kitchari means mixture, as in a mixture of beans and grains, and then we add spices to it as well. And what's great about kitchari is it's really easy to digest. It has lots of ginger, it's made with soft foods like beans and rice, and it's absolutely phenomenal. If you have a stomach ache, if maybe you've been eating some not so wonderful foods that have upset your stomach for a few days, this is a great dish to help you get back on track. So we call it was the inspiration for our product, the Indian lentil stew, which we're so excited to bring to you guys. And what we really want to do here at PLANTSTRONG, we're a company about education. We want all of our recipes to be open source, something you can make at home in your kitchen. And if you can't that week, or if you're busy, you can also know that you can find it through our website. You can find it in retailers as well. So we don't have any secrets here. Would love to show you how to make this incredible dish that's going to be something easy to scoop out during the week if you're having a busy time. And yeah, so kitchari, not kitchari, not kitchatori.
Kitchari.
Kitchari. All right, so first step, we're gonna add some beans and rice. So we like to use brown jasmine rice. It's really flavorful, right?
Yeah, it has a good aroma for sure.
It does. Love it. All right, so we'll dump that in. You could use a mixture of brown rice and quinoa. You could use amaranth. Whatever grain you have in your pantry is gonna go great in this dish. All right, and the beans we have today, traditionally kitchari is made with mung bean, right?
Yeah.
In India. We're using yellow split peas. We've also done this before with black beans. We've done this before with red lentils. If you have a mixture of beans of a bunch of different varieties, that can go in as well. So we have a mixture of vegetable stock with water, about 50-50. You could use all water, you could use all vegetable stock. It's really up to you. So I'm gonna add in here 2 cups of yellow split peas. We did rinse these so you can see they're sticking together a little bit. Oh boy, big chunk. Didn't
Yeah, so
splash.
my Indian colleague said Really, kitchari can be made with any beans, any spices, really. If you have some of the core Indian spices, you can really put together any combination of beans and grains. And what he also said was that his mom always made kitchari when anyone had an upset stomach, wasn't feeling well. He said all over India, this is a common practice with mothers. It's almost like he said the chicken soup of India. It's very common as a healing recipe.
Yummy. I bet it's because of all of this ginger, right?
That's
really good on your stomach.
Yes,
that makes a lot of sense. So again, the flexibility of this dish, you can use any type of onion. Here we used a yellow onion. You can use red onion, white onion, shallot, any sort of mixture that you have, but roughly 1 onion. So we're gonna scoop that in. And then we also have about 4 cloves of garlic chopped up here. If you're one of those people who likes a lot of garlic, you can add 5. Traditional kitchari actually does not have any onion or garlic in it. So that's an adjustment that we made for our customer. We know our core customers really like to have those aromatic ingredients in there. So we made the decision to throw them in. We think it tastes great. We put it in our kitchari every week. So there you go. We're gonna add in that garlic.
And if you don't have garlic, I still make the kitchari anyway. As long as you have some ginger. You can even just have, for simplicity, some minced ginger.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's nothing really that you have to cut except an onion. If you just have some minced ginger and these spices, you're good to go.
That's an easy shortcut. All right, so here's what makes the kitchari so special. And it's really a combination of a few core spices. So here we have some fennel, we have some coriander seeds, we have some turmeric, some fenugreek, some cumin, right? That's ground cumin, and then black pepper.
You want to have black pepper with turmeric.
Oh, yeah.
Because turmeric has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, specifically the curcumin. And with black pepper, it becomes thousands of times more bioavailable. It's absorbed into your body a lot easier. So even if it's a pinch of black pepper, put a little bit with your turmeric always.
So if you're having turmeric, you need the black pepper to like set it off, make it absorb better?
Yeah, black or white pepper. The pepperin in there
Interesting.
is what sets off the curcumin absorption.
Interesting. And we learned the other day that fennel's actually a fruit, right?
Yeah, they call it fennel seed, but that's actually the whole fruit.
Interesting. So one of the ingredients that I didn't mention, and it's optional, you need to find it, it's not available in most grocery stores, but we've actually elected to put in some black cumin, which is one of our new favorite nutritional boosting ingredients. And cumin, black cumin, have some really beneficial properties that we wanted to make sure were in both this kitchari recipe and the Indian lentil stew that is available through PLANTSTRONG.
Exactly. Cumin actually has salicylic acid, which is the active ingredient in aspirin, one of the most successful drugs of all time. It's actually about 1% salicylic acid by weight. So a teaspoon of cumin is almost like having a baby aspirin. And it's been shown that having that in your bloodstream, like even small doses of aspirin, or better yet, actual plant foods that contain salicylic acid, reduce your risk of all-cause mortality from cancers by 30%. So the more spices you put in, the better off for you actually. So you want to make it flavorful.
Yeah, excellent. All right, so that was it. We put in the beans and rice, we put in the onion, garlic, and ginger, and we put in the spices. So as you can see, we've brought this to a boil, and we're just gonna keep stirring it. It's that easy. We can reduce the heat here a little bit and let it simmer. And then we'll just give it a stir every 5 to 10 minutes. You wanna be careful that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So you have to babysit it a little bit, but give it a good stir every 5 minutes. And I think it takes about an hour, right? Maybe
75 minutes. I like it better when you boil out the water to where it becomes like almost like an Indian dal, like a thick stew. At about 45 minutes, you want to start checking to make sure there's enough water. You'll kind of see if you can see the beans sticking out of the water a lot, you probably want to add another half a cup or cup. And if after 45 minutes or an hour, it turns into like a very thick paste, then add a little more water. You want it to be stirrable and to not stick to the bottom. But you really can't go wrong with whichever you do. Less water, more water.
so simple.
It's really simple.
All right, so we're we're doing a quick Kitchari check to see how it's going. It's been simmering on low for about 50 minutes. And we're just popping in every 5 to 10 minutes to make sure that it's not sticking to the bottom of the pot. And so we're giving this a nice stir. And what we notice is it's a little thick. We still have another maybe 20 to 30 minutes to go to really get those beans softened up. So what we're gonna wanna do is add just a little bit more water, maybe a cup of water at this point, and stir that around. Let that kind of simmer in. All right, so we've added the water. Now we're gonna add maybe a teaspoon and a half of salt. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, I would go ahead and just put a teaspoon in here because you can always add a little bit of salt at the table to make it exactly right for you. And in this teaspoon of salt, there's only 2,300 milligrams of sodium. We're going to divide that by 15 or 16 servings. You'll have about 150 milligrams of sodium per serving. A great low sodium dish, but with a lot of flavor.
Makes sense. Excellent. So we'll just stir that in. And again, just a lightly salted, super nutrient dense, hearty meal. All right, so it looks like our kitchari, our Indian lentil stew, is finished. It has a really nice consistency. It's not too thin. You're able to scoop it really well. And so we're gonna show you 3 ways that we like to eat our kitchari. And so, as I said, one of the things we like to do is make a big batch of this at the beginning of the week and then eat through it. I anticipate this would probably last maybe a week to 10 days in the fridge. We don't know because it never lasts that long. So we eat through about this size, just the 2 of us, over a 4-day period. We like it so much, we have it 2 meals a day sometimes, right? So one of the things that I like, again, if your stomach's upset, you're not feeling so good, this is beans and grains. It's a meal in and of itself. And I've just put on a little bit of cilantro. That's really it. But the key thing we want to encourage you to add, whether you make it at home or you buy the PLANTSTRONG Indian lentil in grocery stores, is...
You want to squeeze some lime on there.
Definitely.
Really brings out the flavor.
Oh my gosh, it's incredible. And so our favorite thing to pair this dish with, we again do that frozen broccoli. Ain't no shame in frozen broccoli. We also like to batch cook sweet potatoes. We always have those in the fridge. So we'll just take out some frozen broccoli, slice up some pre-baked sweet potatoes, put it in the microwave, along with a big hearty scoop of this awesome kitchari, this awesome Indian lentil stew. It sounds amazing, and it's so flavorful. It really serves as a sauce for the broccoli or the sweet potatoes. It's such an incredible combination. So again, I'm gonna put on a little bit of this cilantro here. Got another little bit of lime. Oh yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
You might notice that the sweet potatoes aren't orange.
Oh yeah.
As a sweet potato lover, I like all types of sweet potatoes, and variety is great to always fit in variety. So here's some examples. You have purple sweet potatoes you can get at a lot of supermarkets. You have classic jewel yams. And at my birthday party, I love sweet potatoes so much, I had to have a taste test with all my friends, blindfolded. Blindfolded so you couldn't see it. And the winner, every time...
Unanimous.
Japanese sweet potatoes. So that's why that's the one in the bowl. It's my personal favorite and all of my friends' favorite, it seems, too.
It's delicious. So of course, the last dish we want to create with our kitchari, maybe you're getting to the last little bit of kitchari, there's not enough to make a full meal out of it, you just have a little bit. What we like to do is to take a taco or a burrito shell tortilla. This one right here is the Food for Life corn tortillas, of course oil-free, of course low sodium. Some people don't like corn tortillas, so we also have this sprouted grain flour tortilla. Whichever one you like best, it's gonna go great. You put in your sweet potatoes, you put in your broccoli, and then you just do a thin little sliver of that kitchari. And if we're doing tacos, I think we need to add a little something extra. So why do we like red cabbage, Evan?
Well, cabbage happens to be cruciferous, just like broccoli, cauliflower, And it happens to be one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables you can eat. It's recommended to eat some amount of cruciferous vegetables every single day.
And this one we have two. We have the broccoli and the red cabbage. So of course, we've got our cabbage on there. We love doing cabbage with a bunch of lime. Oh my gosh, it's such a great combination. It's crunchy, it's tangy, it's absolutely delicious. And so our taco is nearly ready to go. I'll finish it. The last thing I'll put on is a little bit of hot sauce because we are in Austin, Texas. We love our hot sauce. So I'm just gonna do a drizzle. For those of you who are interested, I know everyone has their favorite hot sauce. I really like this Yellowbird Sriracha because there's no sugar. It's sweetened with blended dates. So you get that whole food, high fiber, blended right into the hot sauce. It tastes great. One of our favorites. We put it on everything.
Of course, oil-free and low sodium.
Oh, yes.
Too.
Yep, true. So I'm just gonna do a nice little drizzle there. And because I'm all about not just satisfying stomach hunger, but satisfying eye hunger as well. I want the food to look beautiful. I'm just gonna top it off with a few little sesame seeds and we're ready to go. Doesn't that look amazing? Looks amazing.
I'm ready to eat.
All right, let's eat.